Welcome back everybody to another video, and welcome to my channel, Bulls of the Wall Trading. This is a channel where I share my practices regarding the stock market. I share my tips, my strategies, my watch list. I do recaps. And basically I just share any information that I know about the stock market with you guys. If this is your first video that you're watching and you find it very helpful, please check out all my other videos, like and subscribe, and if there's any material that you want me to do, please leave a comment and I will get that video up for you. Now this video, I wanted to make this video because there's been a lot of talk about UstockTrade and how good it is and what is it. Is it true that their fees are $1, etc., etc. So I've been using UstockTrade for a couple months now, and I just wanted to make a review for those people that might be thinking about signing up for UstockTrade, or for people that just have questions about it. Does it work? Is it effective? Is it laggy, etc. So I'm at the website right here, and as you could tell, they advertise several things. Home of T+0 settlement. That basically is one of the big deals if you're a day trader. That means you get your money right away. If you're a day trader, you know, if you trade with less than 25,000 in your account, you have to wait 3 days for your money to settle. So you're basically stuck for 3 days. So here's some of the things that they mentioned. The first, alternative trading system exclusively for retail investors. Same-day trade settlement, meaning if you invest in a stock and you make a profit of $200, as soon as you sell, those $200 are in your account right then and there. $1 per trade and $1 monthly fee. That is correct. They take $1 out of your account every month, and it's $1 to buy and $1 to sell. And over here my screen kind of cuts off, but it says 1-day fund transfers. This is how it looks. This is how the platform looks if you're using it on the computer. And I have a tab here opened up where I will show you this more in detail. And basically what the alternative trading system is, it's just basically a peer-to-peer. So consider it something like eBay, where somebody is selling something, you want to buy it, and you take it from them. That's what UstockTrade really is. It's a peer-to-peer buy and sell system, and that's how they're able to get around the PDT rule, because you're buying and selling from people. You know, here's more of the same-day trade settlement. UstockTrade is the first to offer same-day trade settlement. This means that cash from every sell trade is available immediately and is not restrained by the typical 3-day settlement period, which is what I discussed a little bit earlier. And here are some comparisons. $1 per trade. The fees are probably the biggest thing that draw people to UstockTrade. Is $1 to buy, $1 to sell. And when you compare with everybody else, you know, it's a pretty big difference, if you ask me. And I used to use TD Ameritrade, and you know, these fees were driving me crazy, and plus the waiting for 3 days was just ridiculous. I wanted to make a change. I wanted to trade every day, and luckily I found UstockTrade. So if you go on the website, they have several videos here explaining how it works. I believe a portion of the money that they take for the fees, it goes to a good cause. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys can check that out. So let's go to the interface, and this is basically what it looks like. You can use the computer interface, or you could do the phone application. The phone application basically looks the same. It's the exact same thing. My screen is cut off over here on the right because I have my personal information on here, but it says the funds that you have available, your name, and it has a little button for notifications, your portfolio, and a menu, a side menu bar, which will give you your statements, help center, your banking information. Let me see if I can click your portfolio. Oh, well, I don't have anything right now. All right, but essentially this is how it looks like. Let me take some of these out. So essentially you would come up here and you type in a stock, ARWR. I think that's the one that I had. And it will populate here. It's going to give you the bid, the ask, the last traded price, the percent change, and here's where you would do your order, the quantity that you want, the price, your buy sell buttons, your price chart, which if you ask me is crap, because I mean, if anybody's using this to make their choice to buy and sell, please don't do that. Over here will show anything that you bought and how much you're up or down. This will show your transactions, how many shares you bought and at what price. Your strategies, this is basically your stop loss. Let me show you. It won't let me show it because I don't have anything right now. Let me see. Yeah, it won't show. But if you buy, you can come in here and it'll say, they don't call it a stop loss, they call it a get out strategy. So you click get out and you put how many shares and at what price. So if you're buying, let's say you buy this one at 412, you come in here, you add a new strategy, get out at 410. Once it hits 410, it'll sell everything that you have. Corporate actions, I never really checked that in the newsfeed. I never really checked that. So over here, if you wanted to, you could put the price, I'm sorry, the amount of shares. If you hit buy, it'll do the market price. Or you can come in here and you put your own price. So, you know, 415 if you wanted to, and buy. And that would be your limit order instead of a market order. Same thing goes when you're selling. You could do 50 and you want to sell at 4.20, let's say. And again, that's another limit sell order. Or if you wanted to do a market order to sell, 50 and sell. The good thing that I like about UstockTrade is that you can add several stocks to this interface right here. So let me put another one. And it'll just keep populating them on this screen. Let's look at another one. This one not go. ITUS. And it'll pop up right here. So you can have several stocks on here and keep a watch list per se, and it'll just keep them huddled up on there. Let me add another one. So eventually, if I add a couple of more, I'll get a little arrow here that'll let me scroll through all the stocks that I have. So the screen will shift left if I were to click over here, or the screen will shift right if I were to click the arrow that would show up over here. So let me delete some of these. So my experience with UstockTrade has been good and bad. Because it is a peer-to-peer network, there are times where you want to buy a certain stock but it's not available, because I would assume that means that nobody currently has that stock available for you to buy. So, you know, you could be doing all your research and you say, oh my god, you know, XYZ stock looks amazing, I'm gonna go in. You come in here and it tells you that stock is not available, so you're pretty bummed out about that. Another issue that I've run into is you find a stock that you like, you put it in here, and as soon as you go to buy, it'll tell you right here either limited quantity or liquidity issue, which basically means there might not be enough shares to go around. So whenever I see that, I don't even bother buying, because I don't want to get stuck in a bad position, so I don't even bother. Those are the only two issues that I've run into using UstockTrade. As far as execution, it's the same as any other broker. It does take a little bit to get used to this whole system, especially if you use it on the phone, which is what I do. But I totally love the fact that it's only $1 to buy, $1 to sell, and $1 a month. If you know what you're doing, you really can't go wrong with this. Besides the two things that I just mentioned, as far as the liquidity issue and the stocks not being there, I think this is great. I think this is awesome for a new beginner. I think this is great for people that have an account with less than $10,000. I think this is great for somebody that's just starting out, because with TD Ameritrade, which is what I used to use, you know, you're getting charged $7 to buy and $7 to sell. That's $14 right there. So if you made $30, they're taking half, and then you have to wait 3 days to trade again. So I didn't really like that, and I always had that in the back of my mind. I always said to myself, I have to make money to cover that $14. So with this, you know, if I lose a trade, or if I get into a trade and it goes south, I'm not losing that much money in commissions and fees. Let me see what else that I can show you. That's basically it. I mean, the way that I determine if I like a stock or not, if you've been watching my videos, I use TD Ameritrade, the charts on Thinkorswim, and based off of that, I decide if I'm going to buy or not. And if I do decide to buy, I do it through UstockTrade. Again, this is great if you're just starting out. I wish this would have been around when I started out. I probably lost more money in fees, I mean, that I did, like losing actual money because of a bad stock. But I just wanted to make this video to give you guys some insight. I hope this helped. Please like and subscribe. Please leave me a comment if there's anything you want me to go over as far as UstockTrade or anything else. I hope this was very informative. Please be on the lookout for a video later tonight on my watch list for tomorrow. And I am going to end it there. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.